are in Monterey, California for World Superbike at Mazda Raceway, also known as Laguna Seca. It's a little chilly today. It's about 65 degrees. There's something about that water in the ocean that's calling me. I might actually go out there at some point. But I'm going to hook up with R1 Kelly. He's at the track watching all the preliminary racing. I decided to come back here and hang out and check some scenery out, enjoy the ocean. So Land Rover is one of the sponsors here at Laguna Seca, and they've got their vehicles parked up real nice. And this Range Rover Sport's awesome. I didn't know they were doing head-up display in this truck now, so I kind of like that. A lot of vendors are setting up for the day, getting ready to sell their items. That's my good buddy Randy from Bellissimoto Podium Parts, showing off some of his great stuff. It's almost time for lunch. I'm looking for R1 Kelly, because Yamaha is treating us to lunch today. So once again, Yamaha did not disappoint us with this fantastic spread that they provided for us for lunch today. We got green beans, scalloped potatoes, chili crusted chicken breast with apricot barbecue sauce, mom's favorite classic meatloaf, lots of desserts. Yeah. As much food and drink. The Yamaha R1M owners are enjoying their delicious meals provided by Yamaha here in the R1M Owners Suite here at World Superbike. Hey guys, come on in, get some food. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I'm going to assume that you guys ride Ducatis.
Yeah. On occasion.
On occasion? What kind do you have?
Multi-strada.
But he has a Yamaha track bike.
Oh, nice. R1?
R6.
R6? Nothing wrong with that. Sweet. So how are you guys enjoying World Superbike here?
Awesome.
Are you from California or the area?
We are now.
Okay, nice.
You're from Washington.
Very nice. Do you go to MotoGP as well in Austin?
We've never been to MotoGP.
Do it next year. I'd love to see you there. You love it. Do it.
Love watching it on TV.
Yeah. And in the meanwhile,
So
I've got
tickets in your pocket.
I've got something for you to watch on TV. You watch that on TV, okay?
Okay.
Watch my YouTube channel. You'll love it.
Cool.
All right. Nice to talk to you. The kids are having a great time in their wagon. Oh, wow. There's planes flying in the air. You couldn't pay for better weather. And this is what these guys get out here in California all year long, pretty much. The first series of races have concluded. We got the riders walking through, their bikes and everything. You know, we're right in the middle of it here at World Superbike. That's kind of the difference between World Superbike and MotoGP, is that you can see the bikes being handled. Don't know what was on that tank. Hey, guy. Really cool stuff. We got bikes, we got the racers, the weather. I keep mentioning the weather, but damn it, the weather, it's great. Morales, don't really know who that guy was. But we're right in the thick of things here. Got another racer right there. I don't think that guy's a racer. Yeah. Crew chiefs, part of the race crew. We got tire guys, kids, camera guys. Everybody's out here. We got a stock R1M sitting out here for your viewing pleasure. R1 Kelly and the guys. Yo, yo, my good buddy Seth. The future of motorcycle stunting and racing and YouTube videos is right here. We got gorgeous girls. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I just want to do that.
I want to do that too. Whatever
right?
you're doing, I want to do it
All
with
right,
you.
we're gonna do
Yeah. So she's going to do something. I'm going to. Oh, he takes my camera and he goes crazy.
What is it called? Oh, gimbal. Yeah.
That's a gimbal.
Like your gimbal.
Thank you. She loves my gimbal.
Being sports.
Bean sports. Woo!
All the way.
Monster girl.
Monster girls in the house.
We've already met them all.
Kelly and
Jamie.
Jamie. Kelly and Jamie.
Hello.
Awesome. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Snap, crackle, and pop. You gotta love that. That fantastic sound. It's infectious. Just makes you yearn for more. That's why we go to these races, for the sights and sounds. You just really can't get it anywhere else. How'd you do today, sir?
Not the best.
Not the best?
Struggling.
Okay. What bike are you riding?
Kawasaki.
Nice. ZX6 or 10?
10.
Nice. The 2016?
2016, yep.
That's a very nice bike, man.
It's a good bike, yeah.
I love the new suspension they did to it and the clutchless downshifting, at least on the street bike, you know?
No, it's nice to ride. It's a good bike, yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck to you this afternoon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was a cool guy. One of the racers. Hanging out with some awesome YouTube subscribers. This husband and wife team are really, really cool. She rides an R3. What bike do you ride again?
A Gixxer 750.
Gixxer 750, and they're both cool people. She also has a ferocious Corvette Z06 that she rolls around in. Totally didn't expect that.
Yeah, well.
You lay rubber on it too? Burn rubber every now and again? On the track, of course.
Only when it's safe to do so.
Only when it's safe to do so. That's awesome. So those are the sights and sounds that you see here at World Superbike here at Laguna Seca Mazda Raceway here in Northern California. We've got the beautiful model girls handing out stuff. We've got the Graves guys over there from the Yamaha team.
It's more the chassis. It's so much smaller. I'm a big guy, I'm all arms and legs, and just the fit was a bit more difficult for me. The fits came a bit more naturally, and also we ride things so much differently. We have a very, very different style. You could not be more polar opposites on how you ride a motorcycle. That's why we tend to find each other on the racetrack doing intersecting lines quite often. We're just different, and some of the issues that I have are not issues that he has, and so it's made development challenging for us in this one. On finding a direction, but it's been a little tough for me. But the other thing is, you get to be at home on something. I spent 6 years on one motorcycle, and 2 of those years I was a solo rider on the team. So I had all these resources for me. We built that bike to be mine, and so you could almost put it on cruise control after that. I knew what I was going to get every time I got on the motorcycle. So whenever you have 2 of us, and it just adds a lot of things to it. It just it doesn't always work the way you think. You don't just bolt on the same parts and the same numbers and it works the same, because the bike is a different bike and it does things differently. Where the crank is and all that thing, it's all just a little different. So you don't get the same result for the same.
Do you find a new one smoother?
When I first rode it, I thought, hey, the engine is refined considerably. It smoothed out everything quite a bit. The engine was a pretty significant improvement. I think that the rest of the bike is better than the old bike. It's just figuring out how to get the most out of it for me. That's been the more difficult.
We saw you over at Noble the first time. Here's the only time we were there. And you were talking about the fact that you'd had the gasoline going into the cylinders but not the spark to slow it down as it was going into the corners. Do you do anything like that still, or was that?
All those strategies are still a part of what we do. None of that's changed, and those are the pretty simple things where we can just
because you were
tune things, the chassis and the fit and feel. Those are the things that are part of it.
Because we remember it really well because you were like gaining half a second every lap.
Yeah, it was a good race. It was a good time. You caught me at a good time. Did you kind of talk about, I know this is an R1M owners group, why we don't use the M model? Because that's a pretty common question for us. Did you kind of cover that somewhere?
We just started the time frame when we got the bike was one of the reasons, but you can elaborate on that.
A few other things that happens are, for one, the electronics. The electronics on R1M are world class for a production machine. When we get into racing, if you think about the traction control tables, the different tables like that, if you thought about them as a graph with 10 and 10 blocks, you know, we need 30 and 30 to be able to fine tune that to a much tighter tolerance. And that's what we end up using the racing system for. The other thing about the R1M was the electronic suspension. I don't think it's been used in racing since probably Yamaha used Olin's electronic suspension in 2008 World Superbike. They used it part-time, but the other thing was that starts going into the electronic side of the system that you need to be able to control that, again, with the extra boxes so that we can really fine-tune that stuff. The stuff is fantastic stuff, but we also have so much information for the standard suspension. We have a suspension guy who specializes in that stuff. It's really easy for us to get to a place close to home really quickly with that, and we have enough information. We have enough information and data that we can solve a lot of those problems really quickly that way. So we just didn't have the experience with the other stuff. A lot of the other things about the R1M are a lot cosmetic. You know, the engine wasn't faster. It's pretty much the same basic engine. The GPS system, I think it has a polished tank and swing arm. We changed those things anyway. So it was a simple move for us and more cost effective to go with the standard bike because we were going to take a lot of those R1M parts off of it anyway. But a lot of those sensors and the different things that they put on that, we still use the standard sensors and integrate them into the Morelli electronics. So they do have some really nice pieces in that, and it is class leading for wedding.
How's it going?
Good, man. Nice to meet you.
Weren't you at Coda?
I was stalking you at Coda. Now I'm stalking you here. Quick question. Yeah, there's a quick question for you. How was it for you transitioning from racing into your parts and things that you do now?
I was making parts before I was racing.
Oh wow!
Right, and I was a mechanical machinist, and I was helping out a racer, but I was also a rider. And then I realized, I'd like to do this for a while.
Yeah.
So the whole time I was riding, I was making parts. Really, the transition was simple.
Nice. Do you still race?
No.
Okay. If you were racing right now, how well do you think you could do on the current R6 with your parts and stuff on it?
I think I do really well.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeah.
But that's why we have these guys.
Yep. Well, I'd love to see that. Maybe one day we'll see Chuck Graves out there racing on a graved out R6. Track day, of course. I also love what you did for Jason Britton and his stunt bikes. Your parts for the stunt bikes are beautiful.
Yeah, cool. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Thanks. Thank you. Chuck, before you leave, real quick. So that was Chuck Graves, really cool guy. Got to talk to him about the parts that he makes for the Yamaha and also the parts that he does for Jason Britton's ZX6 stunt bikes. Really cool guy. So we're hanging out here at World Superbike with the Yamaha crew. A special event they planned for all the Yamaha R1M owners, and it's going very, very well so far. So we had a fantastic time out here at World Superbike at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. The races are still going on, but I'm going to stop recording now and actually enjoy the rest of my trip out here. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, share it with your friends and family. Stay tuned for new videos every single week. I'm not really on a schedule besides guaranteed videos every Saturday, but if I can find more time to put out videos during the week, I will definitely do that. So by all means, stay tuned for more videos, and as always, thanks for viewing.